But the paradox is these two individuals, polar opposite end of the stick, they test each other with a passion. Yo, here's what. Let me give you a contemporary definition of a paradox. You have a graffiti artist, and you have the guy who cleans the wall. The guy who cleans the wall hates the graffiti artist because he has to clean the wall. The graffiti artist hates the guy who cleans the wall because the guy is removing his art. But the paradox is these two individuals, polar opposite end of the stick, they test each other with a passion, but yet their very existence, their very craft, their very livelihood is really contingent on each other. Because the guy don't clean the wall, right? It's a biological predisposition, and this is the same phenomenon we see with X-Men. You know, you have Professor Xavier and you have Magneto. You know, Professor Xavier believed that humans and mutants can live in harmony, but but Magneto had a completely different philosophy. Magneto believes in preserving mutants and obliterating human civilization. No, I don't see anything at all. I'm just admiring myself and enjoying your presence and being on the show with freaking Tony Stark himself, Iron Man.
Well, I don't remember getting you any presents, but
so when you take Viagra, do you get a hard on twice?
When people take Viagra for me, like no, they chew it up and then put it in my mouth. No, I don't do Viagra. I do you know, they reverse engineer Allegra.
Okay.
And that was supposed to be Viagra. And then the people in Nicaragua thought that they were being, they would wake them up in the middle of the night. People were just getting phone calls from all over the world.
Right. Let me ask you a question.
I can't see the screen with these glasses.
I want to ask you a question. You're your protagonist, right? How do you feel about the Joker, Iron Man?
How I feel about a Joker or the Joker?
The Joker himself. And who is your favorite villain?
My favorite villain is this guy that bags groceries at the Ralph's down the street. This guy is like, he just puts snot. He's always got a cold, and he's always wiping his nose.
Right, it's a biological predisposition, and this is the same phenomenon we see with X-Men. You know, your
racquetball, and you're just, well, okay, we didn't expect that. Is this your workout routine, or is this how you meet the opposite sex?
Yo, here's what. Let me give you a contemporary definition of a paradox. You have a graffiti artist, and you're technologically inclined, but you're not intelligent, Tony Stark.
Okay, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. Glad to have you on the show. No, you can come at me. No, seriously, I have the skin tone for it. I have the skin tone, and I have the elasticity in my nose from pretending that I'm a boxer.
Yo, here's what. Let me give you a contemporary definition of a paradox. You have a graffiti artist.
Listen, I don't know what the only thing that I know is a byproduct of those ballpark franks.
Well,
they put. That's why I eat butter sausage. I love butter sausage.
Well, a byproduct. Let me explain. A byproduct is a. What did you just say? A butter sausage?
Byproduct. That means.
I've done a lot of projects in LA. I did a lot of studio projects. I got invited to a lot of shows. Pasadena Media, primarily in LA, they had a lot of studio shows. So I got invited to do a lot of lectures on specifically subjects that I found intriguing. And so what I did was I published on my website a consolidation of a number of different subjects I lectured on, and also things I did on a personal level. So what my website is really based on is a consolidation of a number of different subjects where I discuss the physics. Our consciousness is something that we have to proactively take in it to do a lot. They used to explore something called power hypnagogia. Power hypnagogia have two areas. You have hypnopompic and hypnagogic hallucination. Hypnopompic hallucination occurs on the onset of sleep. Hypnagogic occurs on the offset. And what Einstein would do is he would doze off with an object in his hands. And as he's about to fall asleep, the object will drop and he will wake and remember his hallucination. Because if the brain transitions from different brain state, from the deep delta state, the theta state, back to the alpha, while it's transitioning, you may not be able to recollect the dream. And
Just like when you try to return something at Whole Foods, if an Amazon product, sometimes they'll tell you to go to another store.
that is such a bad.
Oh, we don't do it.
That's such a bad analogy.
How dare you? Our first fight.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a bad analogy.
No, but it's true. I just went into Whole Foods, and I tried to return something, and they said, no, this says you have to do it at another store.
Yeah, they do that sometimes. They can see how you like this jacket.
I really like it.
Yeah, I'm not changing it again because people will think I'm wealthy. So, any more deep questions about music, drawing, art?
How about Christmas? You celebrate Christmas?
No.
You don't believe in the written whatever? Is it a pagan thing? How do you see Christmas?
I don't focus on things that don't really align with my general interest. I see it more of a distraction. Right. It's a biological predisposition. And this is the same phenomenon we see with X-Men. Christopher Reeve is actually the altered ego and not Superman. He was born Superman. So he was born a superhero.
Guy that backs. Right, because you have to have